Good morning, students. Welcome to the current video lecture on the parental care in fishes. As you all know that the reproduction is a sole method through which a species may continue, and the ultimate goal of each species is to produce the maximum number of offspring with the least amount of energy, and these organisms are constantly adapting to the environment in order to do so. So in order to propagate maximum, each organism is exerting a lot of energy. Uh, so parental care, it is any behavior pattern in which a parent invests the time or energy in feeding and protecting its offspring, and this all behavior exhibited by each organism is collectively called as a parental care. The reproductive strategies of all the fishes can be broadly be broken up into the two groups based on how the fertilization occurs. So as you know that in fishes there is internal fertilization and the external fertilization. So the difference in the fertilization has a huge impact on the mating and the care strategies evolved in each type of fishes. So in fishes, the parental care is very rare, and as most of fishes are the broadcast spawners. Broadcast spawners in the sense that the many marine fishes, for instance, will swim up into the water column and release the egg and the sperm. At the same time, they will drift away, and this term is called as the broadcast spawning. In this method, the releasing gametes they release the gametes into the water and are providing no parental care. While some fishes, the huge schools of males and the females are freely shed their eggs and the sperm, and then they abandon the eggs. So these are some of the strategies followed by the certain fishes, and in some we can see a well-defined parental care. And the parental care is generally defined as an association between the parent and the offspring that enhances the proper offspring development and survival rates. So the parental care is a form of an altruism. Since this type of behavior involves increasing the fitness of the offspring at the expense of the parents. So the parents will be taking care of the young ones. The evolution of the parental care is beneficial as it facilitates offspring performance traits, and they are ultimately tied of offspring fitness. The parental care is evolved in those organisms which produce a limited number of eggs to ensure the continuity of their race. So the maximum level of parental care is seen in fishes the fishes who produce less number of eggs. So when we talk about the distribution of parental care in fishes, it is estimated about 71% shows no parental care, whereas 17% shows care for eggs only, and that means those certain fishes will take care of the eggs only up to hatching, and there are the 6% care for the eggs and the newly hatched one. So this is the percentage distribution of parental care exhibited in fishes. And there are the different types of the parental care in animals on the basis of the sex of the caregiver. The parental care, there are of three types. That's a one type of classification. There is a maternal care, there is a paternal care, and there is a biparental care. So there are three main different types of parental care that is exhibited. The maternal care, if the care is provided by the mother alone, then the type of caring is called as a maternal care. For example, the internal gestation, which is rare in fishes, about 11% of families shows the internal gestation period, and it is strongly associated with the female care. So the care which is exhibited by the mother, it is a maternal care. Then the paternal care, if the care is provided by the father alone, then in contrast to the other animals and fishes, it is the males that usually take care. And initially it was thought that the high rates of paternity is associated with external fertilization in fishes, pre-deposited males to care. And so if the care is exhibited by the father, then that type of parental care is called as a paternal care. That is, the care will be exhibited by the male fishes. And for example, a male stickleback builds a nest and invites a female to lay their eggs there. So that's an example of paternal care exhibited in fishes. And after the laying, the female lays an egg. The male guards the nest against the other males and protects from the other predators. That's again another type of paternal care exhibited by this type of fishes. The third type, it is a biparental. Biparental, by means two, and as the name implies, is if the care is provided by both the parents together or in sequence. That means after the mother taking care of the egg, the mother will be going out for the collection of food, and then the father will be taking care of the eggs in the nest. So this type of sequence caring observed in certain type of fishes, and that type of caring is called as a biparental care. And there is another type of classification, that is the internal parental care and external parental care. As the name implies, this internal means in the sense that if the parental care is taken by the female, mostly the female, that means it will be the internal type. Then that type of care is called as an internal parental care. So the amount of investment made by the females into the eggs and the young ones varies considerably, as we will see in the following slides. The form of the internal parental care ranges from oviparity to the various levels of ovoviviparity to viviparity. Oviparity in the sense that the egg-laying type of fishes, and ovoviviparity or viviparity is the giving birth to the young ones. So in these two types, so the fishes which lays eggs and which give young ones, give birth to young ones, in these two type of fishes, the internal parental care is exhibited. Then the external parental care in the sense that after the birth. So this type of care is given to the developing egg by the parent directly from outside. That means taking care of the egg from the predators is an example for external parental care. Then the amount of external parental care can vary greatly. Many fish species opt to employ the chances of survival. So they simply lay the egg and they moves out, and it's merely the chance that an egg develop into the young one. Let's see all these different types of parental care in detail with examples. This is an assumption that the course of the benefits of the parental care. The benefits of parental care, it improves the survival and the development of the young. That means if a fish is exhibiting the parental care, then for that type of fishes, the survival rate of the young ones will be the more, and the developing the young ones will be the more, or when compared to that of other fishes which doesn't exhibit any parental care. So there are the three main costs of parental care, that is the decreased parental survival, the increased time until the time breeding attempt, the reduced further fecundity, that is suppressed feeding and growth. So these are the main three costs upon which the fishes spare their parental care. So there are the different pattern and the diversity of the parental care in fishes. That is the deposition. The first step is the deposition of the egg in the suitable places. The second is deposition of egg into the self-made nest. The third one is concealing the eggs and the young ones in or into their body. The fourth one is viviparity, and the fifth one is care of independently swimming young ones. Okay, so these are the 5 different patterns of diversity of parental care. That is either they deposit the eggs in the certain suitable places, or the fishes will build the nest and lay the eggs, or they will conceal the eggs and the young ones into their body, or they exhibit the viviparity. That means they give birth to young ones, then care of independently swimming young ones. So always the parents will be moving along with independently moving the young ones. So these are the 5 different patterns of parental care exhibited by the different fishes. So let's see the different one. The first one is the deposition of egg in the suitable places. Either the fishes will lay or deposit the eggs on the sticky covering, or the eggs will be scattered over the aquatic plants, or the eggs will be laid in the pits, or the eggs will be scattered on the dead shells of bivalves. So these are the 4 different ways: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are the 4 different ways by which the eggs are deposited by the fishes. So it will be deposited either by onto the any sticky covering, with the help of any sticky covering, or it will be scattered in the aquatic plants. Third, it will be laid in the pits available in the bottom water bed, or fourth, it will be scattered on the dead shells of the bivalves. So these are the 4 different suitable places where the fishes lays the egg. So let's see one by one. The deposition of the eggs in the sticky covering. So in fishes like carps, the eggs are usually laid in some special sticky covering by means which they are attached to each other or to the stones. Here you can see the eggs are attached to the certain surfaces from which they will be laying the eggs to any substrata, and the eggs will be of sticky type. So these are this original image of the eggs you can see here. In another example, in yellow perch, eggs are deposited in a rope-like structure. You can see here a rope-like structure, and the eggs are laid together by a long floating membrane. This is a float, you can see. This is a substratum and this is the thread. And these eggs will be floating in a long floating membrane. So this is a long floating membrane, a thread-like long floating membrane, and onto which the eggs will be attached. And the thread will be attached to any substrate. So this is a good example seen in the carp and in yellow perch. The position of the egg in sticky covering. The next type, it is eggs are scattered over the aquatic plants. So the eggs of the fishes such as pikes, carps, etc. are scattered over the aquatic plants to which they remain attached. You can see here the plants, and the Cypris carpio is a fish which exhibit this type of parental care, and these are the leaf seaweeds and all, and on this the seaweeds, those are the aquatic plants, and onto this aquatic plants the fishes will lay eggs, and the eggs get scattered over these aquatic plants. Yes, and again another parental care exhibited, and this will prevent these eggs from floating over along with the water currents. Then the next type is egg is laid in the pits. The egg, you can see here the pit. In this method, the pits will be digged inside the gravel or the substrate or any bottom of the water body, and the eggs are laid inside these pits and are covered them with gravel, and so the eggs will be kept safe. It is seen in the fishes like sand goby. They lay eggs in some protected place and they are guarded by the males also alerts them. So the next type is the eggs are scattered on the dead shells of bivalves. For example, the females of the cyprinid family deposit the eggs on the dead shells of mussels. Rhodius deposit the eggs in the siphon of the freshwater mussel by means of a long tube acting as an ovipositor. And this ovipositor is a long tube drawn out from the oviduct, and after oviposition, the male Rhodius immediately sheds the sperm over the eggs and guards them. These are examples for this type of array. Thank you. So that's all in this section. Thank you.